Good morning and welcome to a rather sunny morning here in Leamington. This morning I'm going to give you a quick tour over a rather nice Solaris 50, and this one is particularly I'm pretty fond of. It was the first of the new Mark II Solaris 50s that I delivered back in 2022, which is now coming to the market. So let's have a look over INDIGO, the Solaris 50. So let's have a look over this rather nice Solaris 50 INDIGO. Finished in midnight blue with a very subtle metallic grey waterline and full teak decks, both coach roof and ring deck, and a little exit carbon passerelle there as well. So let's move forward and start up in the front. Beautifully clutter-free side decks there, and the decks are quite flush, as you can see as well. So starting at the bow, the yacht is fitted with the optional carbon bowsprit. 3 pad eyes there for various downwind sails, code 0, asymmetrics and full A sails, with the anchor below. Through deck furling as well. Huge anchor locker, room for lots of chain there. And interestingly, the windlass is quite good in that the Gypsy is in the anchor locker, but the motor is actually housed in this sail locker, which keeps it in a nice dry environment, so adding to its life expectancy. Huge sail locker on the foredeck here, with oodles of room for a good complement of downwind sails and a bit of spare room for toys as well, paddle boards and the like. Looking aft, the best view of a Solaris, acres of teak and flush decks. It's got to be one of our best views. Moving forward, there's quite a number of Solomar flush hatches on the deck, 2 in the fore cabin, and the heads and a couple over the main saloon as well. Stepping aft, we have the recessed self-tanking track. Most of the deck gear is actually either Harken or a lot of the blocks are UB Mayer as well. Black painted Sparcraft 3-spreader rig. Diform standing rigging, radar, and that's married up with a Furleboom black painted composite furling boom, north 3DI sails and a complement of downwind sails as well. RHS hydraulic bang and backstays. There's a little detail there of the mast foot blocks, and obviously all of the lines run aft under the deck. Spray hood frame tucks neatly under the teak covered cover there, which maintains the sleek decks. A little overview there of the cockpit twin tables. The nice features actually with the 50 is the side decks stop short of the cockpit, allowing you to push the wheels outboard and giving a full width cockpit aft. It's really nice, lots of space to move around. Twin pedestals, black composite wheels. And in line with the Solaris sort of family deck layout, on both sides you have a bank of jammers, port and starboard, with twin winches. In this case they are Harken reversing winches, which was quite a novel little addition we made to this particular boat. Those can be controlled by both the buttons by the winches and also from the steering pedestals, so you can have a main sheet on one winch, jib sheet on the other, and trim from the comfort of the pedestal. Twin steering pedestals housing both sailing instrumentation, a micro Morse control, and a plotter on the starboard pedestal. There you can just see a detail there of the winch controls as well. autopilot bow thruster. Moving over to port. Again, a couple of I-70s, compass, winch controls again, and obviously lighting can be controlled from the pedestal as well, as can the tender garage. Now to port and starboard we have two good lazarettes, and those incorporate a little step there for the helmsman as well, as you can see. So plenty of stowage there. And then centrally, one of the boat's particular party tricks is her dinghy garage, which is a fully sealed dinghy garage, so it's isolated from the lazarettes, so effectively you can get as much water in there as you like. That houses a 2.4 metre tender, and in this instance the owner has gone with a torpedo, as it gets petrol off the boat and you can carry a couple of batteries. View there of the carbon 1 passerelle. The transom drops down hydraulically and deploys the stainless and teak steps in the process. And of course then you can open the guard wires on the full transom, which are actually Dyneema in this instance and not wire. Life raft is stowed in the centre of the cockpit. Twin cockpit tables, which is nice because you can have the outboard leaves up. They do provide a footrest as well, but while maintaining the thoroughfare down below. Although if you want to go into sort of full dining mode, as it were, with all of the leaves up, the tables pretty much meet. You can seat quite a few guests around the table. Stepping below, Indigo is finished in the bleached oak interior, or we might say limed oak here in the UK, which is oak with that sort of slightly translucent wash. And I'm not sure, to be honest, that the lighting here is doing it justice, in all fairness, but it's a very clean, very nice finish, I have to say. Slight recess in the main bulkhead there with a little bit of courtesy lighting, and underneath the cabinets, both to port and starboard as well. Grey fabric upholstery. Little detail there of the switch panel. Good forward-facing nav station. Brilliant galley on the 50, actually, I have to say, really well stocked. And white Corian surfaces. Nice bit of work surface. In this instance, we have an induction hob, a stainless steel induction hob. Fridge and freezer. And then sink over by the companionway, with ample stowage throughout. Stepping forward to the owner's cabin. Good size centerline double. Nice little feature headboard as well there, finished in the grey. Plenty of access either side of the bed as well, which is often a requirement. She featured the Prestige pack, this particular boat, so lots of little upgrades in terms of internal lighting and door handles and so on as well, a few little upgrades. Nice detail there of the hull windows, which are lovely. That's a light flood in. But they are of course fitted with ocean air blinds, as are the overhead hatches for both blackout and mozzie. Plenty of storage to both port and starboard, especially on starboard actually. And stepping into the owner's ensuite, sink, wash basin outboard, lots of stowage. Planus electric flush loos. And a really good sized shower stall as well there, thermostatically controlled faucet. You can see the overall condition there. The boat is incredibly well presented, I have to say. Stepping back into the saloon. Detail there, obviously it's a keel stepped rig. Ample saloon seating to port. See, there's cabinets above both of the hull windows there as well. Stepping aft to the guest and dayhead, I guess, as well, really. So again, Planus electric flush loo and a really good sized shower stall. The rail you see there in the back is actually if you want to stow wet gear as well. Not that we hope there's a huge requirement for that in the Mediterranean. Stepping aft on starboard then, really a lovely double guest cabin. Plenty of light and plenty of headroom as well, actually. It's a nice bright airy cabin, good floor space. Ample stowage outboard. And again, fans, AC back here as well. The yacht has 3-zone air conditioning. Reading lights, 220 and USB ports throughout all the cabins as well. Quick peep into the engine bay. The yacht is fitted with a Volvo D275. Really well appointed engine bay actually. Nice white varnished aluminium faced sound deadening there. So it's a very clean, very well organised engine bay. Lots of room, lots of air around it. Twin rakers for both the engine and the generator. And you'll notice a secondary alternator there as well on the engine for charging a domestic bank of batteries, which was increased actually. She has additional battery over the normal specification. So there we have it, Indigo, the Solaris 50 from 2022, now available. And for further information, or if you'd like to discuss in greater detail, please get in touch. Thank you.